Regular
Regular
Nobodies.
Nobodies.
Welcome back. Another episode of Regular Nobodies. That's
It is
us.
us again.
Yes. Man down.
Yep, man down permanently.
Permanent man down. Yep. Our third is now a pile of poop.
Yeah, we're not going to have a fact checker anymore, so we're just going to start spewing stuff.
Yeah, we're just gonna, if it's not accurate, whatever.
Yep, we'll leave it up to you guys to look it up.
Mm-hmm. Today's topic is about
Yeah,
man children.
is that we decided?
Yeah, I think so. Or do
And,
you want to talk about
well,
something
I
else?
I think it's a pretty good idea. I mean, we got a lot of adults that
Like
act like kids.
basically, yeah, the man child complex, which honestly today it's man baby. These kids that are coming out of high school and whatnot, they're getting jobs are man babies. Not even man child doesn't even fit them anymore.
Yeah, I think that's too old.
Hmm.
Yeah, I've been watching. There's a body cam footage that I watched before coming into work today. If you so the thing is to remember. Let's say we are at the top of the bell curve. We are the 100% average. Like so, if we're right smack dab in the middle of average intelligence, that means there's 50% smarter than us, but there's also 50% of people are dumber than us.
Mm.
And
I
y-
feel like I've only ever met the people that are 50% dumber. Not
yes,
everyone, but
yeah, it really makes you think.
Mhm.
Uh, Are the problems that we have going on, or is there really problems, or can it easily just be solved by making things a little bit harder?
Well, I think when they stop teaching people like real education in schools on purpose just so they can dumb us down, 'cause they just want us smart enough to go to work. But the problem with these kids today is that they're not even smart enough to go to work. They can't do it. They can't make it through a day, and it's like
Especially without their phones.
how are they going to survive, and without their parents? Because they don't allow the family dynamic anymore. No, mom's got to work here, dad's got to work there, all the kids got to work. So there's no relying on anybody. So you can't even stay home and rely on mom and daddy anymore.
I know. I'd really like to know where it all started with. Uh, it's enslavement for the wife to stay at home. You're enslaved by the man. He just wants to put his seed in you, and then you got to stay at home and take care of the kid.
Right.
But
So,
that's how it's been hundreds of thousands of years.
well, why is cooking and taking care of the house such a bad thing? Like keeping a clean house is nice.
Yeah.
Food is nice. I like food.
Yeah, and guess what? You don't have to worry about what's going on outside. Like the
Right.
you make sure that
Right.
it's tidy here, and then the man comes home with the dough. Okay, let's say the man works on like your traditional masculine roles, like working on an oil rig,
Mm-hmm.
making the big bucks, so that
True.
he can provide for the family at home.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, that was it?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I was gonna stop there.
Well, guys like that, they probably make enough money to where they are the only one that needs to work. I mean, if a woman wants to go out and work, go out and work. I'm not going to say no or anything like that, but I think that the family dynamic, the way it was originally, it worked because that's just like the natural sort of. I mean, if you go into any like Aborigine tribe or like a tribe that's cut off from society or civilization, the men go out and hunt, the women stay back and do all the you know hut stuff.
Yeah,
That I mean, they do that naturally just because it works. But we want to get away from that as a society because we think for some reason progress means tearing a family apart and making everybody go work. I think it's just a ploy to get everybody to go work.
Yeah, uh, if there's, let's say, men are 50% of the population and women are 50% of the population. Hey, let's say women should be working, and you flood the work market, which therefore decreases the demand for people, which you can then cut salaries.
Uh, then you have the man child who makes the wife go and work, and they stay home and really do nothing. They're inept. They can't do laundry. They can't cook. They can't clean. Or at least that's the way the TV likes to show it. The commercials and television shows, the movies, men can't do anything at home. We have no idea how to take care of a baby. Oh no. And then we're, we're in crisis mode because we don't know what we're doing. But I don't think that's accurate at all. But I know there are man children out there that the wife goes and works, or a girlfriend, and they stay at home and they play a video game. And those relationships I don't think last very long though.
No. Yeah, if well, because of DEI hiring practices, you might have women make a significantly more money than men do,
Yeah.
because they got hired into higher positions than
Mm,
what a male could get in. It's kind of the reverse. You have the woman as the breadwinner,
mm.
but instead the man should be taking care of the house if that's the case. But they'll
I mean, if I was home and my wife was working, I would clean and
yeah.
do all that stuff. Really wouldn't be a problem because what else am I gonna do? You know? Otherwise, I'm just sitting around bored. I don't really care for the way society has things set up now, and now you got all these people coming out that they're not educated, they can't read clocks, they can't even spell their own names.
Yeah,
They pee themselves so they can get out of work. I mean,
that has happened.
I've witnessed this.
Yep, it's happened.
It was me. No.
I forget the school district, but Pennsylvania, Georgia, Alabama, one of those states, I think. There's a high school district, well, a district that has a high school where I think it was reading, but they didn't have anyone that could read. It was like at a 5th grade level.
Eat that index card for me.
She wore a suit, clothes that were, who's this for? Extraordinary, but somewhat Gertrude?
Now explain what that means.
I don't know. To wear a silhouette of clothes that were, I don't know that word. I don't even know how to read.
These are students at Philadelphia's Prep Charter High School.
She were a, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say.
That's
sad.
bad. In high school?
When I was in preschool, it was either preschool or kindergarten, they had up on the wall, the regular, and then they had cursive
Yeah.
for the alphabet. And I taught myself how to write cursive before I ever wrote regular. And the teacher would come over and be like, "Oh, you're not supposed to do that. Yeah, we're not doing that yet." I'm like, "Well, I already did it, so I don't know what to tell you."
Yeah, not till third grade they introduce it. 4th grade they tell you. 5th grade you have to write in cursive all the time, and then 5th grade comes around. They're like, yeah, it's a preference.
I was writing cursive by the time I was in first grade. I didn't care. I wanted to. I like learning. There are some people that see learning as it's, I don't know, taboo, like, ugh, or they think that they can't learn.
Oh, you nerd.
They're like, oh, if you want to continue education, I have to go to college. No, you can get on YouTube.
Yeah.
You can ask ChatGPT. You can just Google stuff. You can learn all kind. I mean, you have to double, triple check your, information, but you can learn all kinds of stuff.
Well, see, that's what a smart person would do.
Or
But
go to the library.
yeah, but people that are too dumb to do their own research, they need the TV to tell them how to think.
Oh, right. But unfortunately, the TV, like these TV shows, the cop shows, and all these movies, none of that stuff they show you is accurate.
Nope.
None of it.
Nope.
Um, I don't care what they're talking about. If it's a spy show, everything they're showing you spy-wise is wrong. If it's a cop show, everything they're showing you cops do is wrong.
Yeah, like one of the biggest lies we're told on like cop shows or like detective shows is uh if you can't lie to me if you're a cop.
Or the whole they go in with a team of CSI people and they'll get all the DNA and stuff
Enhance.
like that.
Yeah.
Right. And it's like, they only really do that for extreme cases. Some murders, they don't even do it for all murders. A lot of times they don't even get fingerprints sometimes,
Yeah,
those.
you might have like 2 investigators, criminal
Mhm.
investigators.
Right, and that's only in the big towns. You get like a town like this, you might have one CSI guy that comes in from like Grand Rapids,
Yeah.
I mean, and then to run the prints, they always show in the TV show they run the prints, right? And it's like 5 minutes later, oh, we got a hit. It takes weeks.
Yeah, it goes through a data like it has the fingerprint and then it
Mhm.
has all the faces linked with the fingerprint going a mile an hour, 100
Right,
miles an
yep.
hour.
And they always go and they find their guy because they went and they watched a camera off of somebody's. Half these people don't even have their cameras plugged in.
Yeah, and
They don't work.
they're standing there like, "All right, enhance."
Yeah, enhance.
I said enhance, damn it.
Zoom in. Now enhance. Like, yeah, that's not a thing. We can't
No.
do that. What do you mean you can't do that? It's just in the movies. I bet you if Star Wars was real life, the Force would even work like that. I liked it better the way Luke did the Force. And where it was like, yeah, they can move things with their mind. They could, see the future, and they had kind of mind powers or whatever, but it wasn't like superpowers. In episodes 1, 2, and 3, it's like Jedi were unstoppable.
The eye roll was cuz cats causing
Cats.
chaos out
Yeah,
there.
cats. And then Ray, don't even get me started.
So, it turns out I just learned I can revive people.
You can revive people?
No.
Oh, Ray,
Yeah,
right,
Ray.
right. She's like, yeah, I think I can bring you back to life right now.
Yeah, and
Look, it worked.
you want to know where these scripts come from? This circles back to, unfortunately, it's my generation. I guarantee that my generation has influenced these writers to write these kinds of things because they can't think of a good story. They're like, well, Ray somehow just learns because someone's dying. She's like, oh my god, let me try this.
Well, what they're trying to say is that the Force is so strong with her that because the Force brings information to Jedis, so they just know stuff without knowing it. That's how they can fly faster than other people and block things because they know what's going to happen before it happens. And so maybe the Force was so strong with her that it was like, this is how you fly the Millennium Falcon, and she just knew how to do it, maybe, but it's still really far-fetched.
Okay, if we write that off, what about the biggest writing blunder in Star Wars? Somehow Palpatine has returned.
Somehow Palpatine has returned.
He gets tossed down this mile shaft, and there's no word of him for what is this, like the third Disney movie, and it's like, yeah, Palpatine's back.
They dropped the ball. I think what happened was they were like, okay, we own Star Wars now. We got it from Lucas. Cool. Like, what do we want to do? And somebody goes, let's remake 1, 2, and 3. Or let's remake episode 4, 5, and 6. And they're like, remake? Yeah, we'll just take 4, 5, and 6, do it over, but more modern.
Yeah, it's like Luke Skywalker was Yoda.
Right. And they'll say, or Obi-Wan.
Yeah, but they turned him into an alien milk drinker.
Yeah, they turned him into Yoda one.
Because you can't have a good man hero.
Nope, cannot. That's why Finn was an idiot. Poe was an idiot. But Rey, oh, she could do anything.
Finn would have been if he was the star of the movie. Like, imagine a Star Wars movie where it followed a stormtrooper detractor who fled the stormtroops and all that.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been a good. I think they could have managed it.
I think she had the potential to be a decent character, but they needed to do a lot more.
They made her a Mary Sue.
Character.
Yeah,
See,
good at everything.
Here's what I think they should have done. First movie, maybe they explain how she knows how to fly the Millennium Falcon because she worked with the guy that owned it somehow, and so she knew things about. I don't know, but anyways, she should go find Luke, and when she finds Luke, the second movie should have been her and Luke going on this like journey to like, and they just kick a bunch of butt together, and she learns from Luke, and he's constantly teaching her stuff, you know, and because I don't like what they did with Luke at all. I don't like what
It's a shame.
because Luke was the one in 4, 5, and 6. Like Luke was the one that when you were a kid, you were like, I want to be Luke because he was like the one who saved the universe or the galaxy, you know. And then they go and shit on my childhood.
Well, unfortunately, if we go into real life, Mark Hamill, he is an alien milk drinker.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gotten lost in the modern day sauce.
Yeah, but even he completely disagrees with the way they went with his character. He'll say that he didn't like it at all. And yeah, Mark Hamill kind of maybe he's got some screws loose or whatever, but he did a really good Joker voice.
So how do we get this to trace back to?
Man children?
Yeah,
Man children like
these movies.
Episode, yeah, 7,
Yeah.
8, and 9.
Yeah.
They like them. They sit home and well, a man child will sit at home and talk about how much they hate the movie, but still watch them over
No,
and over.
they love these movies because it has enough things, enough flashes going on in the screen where I think
Oh,
they're
in between they look up.
yeah, it's an actual form of entertainment, especially on streaming services like Netflix. It's so boring to watch, but it's meant to be background sound as you're browsing your phone.
Mm-hmm. So when a bright light goes, you look up. Oh, look, Millennium Falcon. That's cool.
Yeah, it's what Friends was. It was the background noise.
Mm.
Which, again, I never understood what the appeal for Friends was.
Friends is a bad show. It really is. Like I said, if you watch one episode just out of context, like, okay, haha, I gotta laugh, funny characters, whatever. But if you watch them all, like binge watch it, you're like, man, what a group of idiots.
Yeah. Also, I could never figure it out. Why did Jennifer Aniston wear a bra in that show?
I don't
Because
think so.
I swear sometimes it's like, do I see nipples?
Oh, it was always. It was always. She never wore a bra. I don't think she ever does in any of her movies. It's like her thing. It's like her staple.
Yeah, I thought I was going crazy.
But Joey was kind of a man child.
Oh, well, every single one of them were man children.
Yeah. Oh, Ross. Yeah, definitely. Ross was a freaking moron.
Yeah, every time I watch, like, I go over to a friend's house and they're watching Friends in the background, come over and then a week later I come over and it's still on. And it's like, why is this person sleeping with this person? But last week they were sleeping with this person.
Right.
Why are they together now? And why do these two hate each other?
And why is it only one episode apart? It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, and it turns out this was all one episode ago.
Yeah. I think man children write these things.
It's unfortunate.
So what is a man child? A man child is like a guy who just never grew up. Probably mommy, daddy took care of everything.
Peaked in middle school. I think
You
that
know,
at the latest high school.
I mean, you can even have like a guy who's in their 50s living in their mom's basement. That's a man child. As far as I'm concerned, that's somebody who never really made it past 15 mentally.
Well, at that point, who's to fault?
The parents.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard to kind of gauge it now, but my generation was the first one capable of being raised by phones.
Mm,
Back then it was kind of like flip phones, but there was like texting limits, and you still had like 3G internet on those.
oh yeah, you can still get on YouTube and do all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, back when you could get YouTube to load on 3G.
Right.
But yeah, we were the first generation to be raised with phones. Well,
Mhm.
I'm glad that my parents were like, no phones. We can't afford it. I mean, being broke kind of was a blessing.
I mean, the house phone when I was growing up, that's what you had. You had the house phone,
Yeah, it was
landline.
hello.
Yep. Hello.
Yeah, it was a landline. Yeah,
Hmm.
and even if you go further back, it was connected to the thing. And it's like,
Right.
and it's if it's the phone's in the dining room, you'd have to be on the phone and everyone would hear you.
Or you could have multiple phones connected to, but that was usually tricky because they'd have to set it all up and all that. But yeah, then cords gave way to cordless phones, and cordless phones gave way to cell phones, and now we have these smartphones. And once we've gone to this design, they haven't changed it in
Nope.
years.
I mean, I think it's really boring, but it works. Why change a design that works?
Well, I figured out what this is. It's really just a TV. It's literally just a TV that people can just.
Yeah, this is a super mini TV.
Mm-hmm.
A tablet or an iPad is a mini TV.
It's a mini TV. Yep. This is a micro TV.
Yes.
Then you got the mini TV, and then you got the small TV, and then the really big one.
And then you got the movie
Yeah.
theaters. Those are TVs.
I'm cool with a movie that's like 90 inches. Like seriously, the entire wall is a TV.
Oh, like a projector?
No, like just a TV.
Oh.
Like it's just really big. I would be happy with that. I would just be like, because that's to me is the theater experience. I don't need to go to a theater if I have a TV that big.
Surround
Get your
sound.
surround sound, yeah. Get yourself some popcorn, whatever snacks you want, because you're not limited. And no, that's not some man-child shit. That's it's just a boy's dream.
Well, you don't want to just impulsely, like impulse control. That
Mm,
if you can't control your impulse, like I really want to go to a movie, so you go out to a movie, spend $150 because you brought two friends, and then you guys wanted
right. And
three
then you
things.
buy them all food because
Ye-
you want to look cool.
Yeah, you want to be friendly,
Mm-hmm.
but could you afford that 150? No, you got your mortgage payment coming up.
Right. Or you go to work and then you're telling everybody you're droopy and you're just like, oh, I don't got any food. Like, well, why not? Well, I'm broke. Why are you broke?
Yeah, how you broke? We just got paid
Right.
3 days ago.
I went and I bought a new game system. Like, did you not plan it out or what's going on here? But no, they don't know how to plan any farther than I think a couple minutes in advance.
Yep, that would be called an NPC.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Yep.
People have no inner monologue. I don't get that.
It's crazy to think about. Think about.
Think about this, man, children.
They can't.
You're gonna want to start thinking, or you're gonna become man babies.
Yeah, so if we go back to the body cam footage I was talking about,
Mm.
there's okay, so the guy came up with a genius idea. What he did is he went to the store, bought a pair of shears or clippers, took the receipt, went to customer service, returned it, and then went back into the store and got a more expensive pair.
Okay.
And then tried walking out, but by then the police were already there watching the cameras with the loss prevention team.
Mm.
Met him outside, and he was like, "Hey, I already paid for it." And they spent like 15 minutes in the loss prevention room explaining to him, you bought these, and then you returned them, went back in the store and grabbed a more expensive pair of clippers. And he was like, well, I returned it.
That doesn't mean you bought these, though.
But I bought these ones. You
But he didn't buy them,
yeah, he returned them.
return them.
You
There's no logic.
yeah, you can explain it logically, and he's like, no, you're misunderstanding.
I think people are gonna pretty soon. They'll be so inept mentally that people are gonna be going into Walmart and they're just gonna be taking stuff.
Conversation on the table. If I'm explaining to them that was not my intention. My
Fucking face.
handcuffs. But my question was why. As soon as I asked why,
Oh my
roughed
God.
me up. I'm not even
still
doing that.
going.
I'm asking a question.
He's
He said,
still
"Walk to the-"
going.
My first statement was walk here. I'm on the verge of walking here.
And they'll get caught walking out and they won't understand.
Yeah, they're
They'll be
like, wait,
well, it's food. Why can't I just take it? It's food.
yeah, I could go to a tree and pick an apple.
Why can't I just take the food?
Oh, that's not how it works.
You have to pay for it. Well, my parents go and they come back with food. They never ever mention paying for anything. This is stupid.
Yeah, they told me you go to a store for food. They didn't tell me I had to buy it.
Well, get this. There are people that if you ask them, where does chicken come from? Walmart. Where does milk come from? Walmart.
Yeah, there's people that live in big cities like New York City, and you ask them, where do apples come from? They say the produce section in a store.
Right. They come from the market.
Yeah.
Like they grew in the market?
Well, I don't know about growing, but you get them at the market.
Like, apples don't grow. You print them. Like,
Wait, you want to drink water from the toilet?
you want to drink water? Gross. It's not flavored. It has electrolytes though.
Yeah, it's what plants crave.
It is what plants crave. That we're like what, maybe 20 years away from idiocracy?
I'd say 5 generations. Well, I
Like,
think the movie
I don't
takes
know.
place in like 2507 or something.
It's like way in the future.
Yeah, that's way
but
too far.
what I'm saying is like we're like maybe 3 generations away.
Yeah, I say by the 22nd century. So by 2101, we're going to be having the average intelligence is going to be 54.
By the time the people that are today are 18 can run for president, this world is just going to be garbage. Like, it's going to be Mad Max. It's going to be crazy.
When the Constitution was wrote,
When I was a kid.
when you were a kid, you were there.
I was there, yep.
Uh,
Did a little rioting. Not
Yeah.
rioting, but what's that called?
picketing?
Is it picketing?
No, I think
Is
that's
it-
strike. That's strike.
No, not striking. It's like where you're like, we don't like this. What's that called?
A protest?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, I was outside protesting.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so back then, people who could vote were property owners.
Mm-hmm.
And not everyone could vote. And I think that's the mistake. We extended voting to everyone. And that includes people that don't know how to get
But they also took the voting away from us because it goes to the like we all put in our
Electoral-
votes,
the
but then it
electoral
goes to
college.
electoral college. They pick. We don't get to pick.
Yeah, the way I understand it is you vote, and then your region in the state, the person that represents you promises to vote for what that
Mm-hmm.
the majority vote was
Yeah,
for.
the electoral colleges are bought and paid for. You know it. They don't let anything happen in this world unless they okay it. That's why you don't see people just out there getting rich, making it big, doing this, whatever, getting out of jobs left and right, or moving up, because they don't want anybody having any kind of success.
Yeah, and you mentioned any kind of like voter fraud. Everyone loses their goddamn mind. It's like, why is it that bad to question? Like, if there's something that seems statistically impossible, shouldn't we investigate it?
We should ask questions, and
Yeah.
we shouldn't be, I don't know, mocked because we question the government. Oh my God, we question the government. Yeah, we questioned a bunch of fat, bald people who do not give a shit about us.
Yeah.
And we're right to do so. Because they don't care.
But, because I'm a man child, I have 50 IQ. I don't like to think about that. How
Yeah.
dare you question that? You can't. That because the TV told me
The TV
you're wrong.
told me and you're wrong.
Yeah.
And I'm offended now.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go on TikTok and Facebook and be like, I encountered this idiot. I can't believe he suggested people shouldn't vote.
Right. He wants us to be an anarchist state. Like, didn't even say that. Didn't even hint at that. But they'll just come up with all kinds of stuff.
Hey,
This world is so unhinged now.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. There's no in between anymore.
Mm-mm.
It's over here and over here, and you can't meet together. It's like, well, you need to die and you need to die.
It's either I agree with you, yes, we're best friends, or it's I fucking hate you and I disagree with you completely. Puh.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, you're getting along just fine, and it's like, a certain topic comes up. It's like, well, I sure hope you don't believe that. Well, I do believe that. My God,
We can't be friends.
We can't be friends. Matter of fact, I want you dead.
See, here's my personal opinion. I think people should keep their opinions to themselves. Because opinion is just what you personally believe. It's not grounded in fact or truth or anything like that. I mean, maybe it is, but still, if it's your opinion, it's I believe this. And
Yeah.
everybody believes something different. So when you start spewing your opinions out in front of people, you better be ready for somebody to say, I don't agree with you. And not lose your shit when they do.
How dare you think like that? I can't believe you think like that.
And definitely don't tell somebody to that your opinion is wrong and you need to shut up. Because that doesn't work. I mean, everybody in their own mind believes their opinion. Now, if you tell me my opinion is wrong and you can prove to me that I'm wrong, cool.
Yeah.
I'll go with that. But if you're just like, I don't think your opinion is right, and it's just based off of your opinion, and I'm just like, well, it's just two opinions colliding now. Like, opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one, and
Everyone has ones and they're smelly.
but nobody should be showing them. That's the thing.
Yeah, an extended version of the quote. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
perfect.
So, anyways, I think that's
I think that's a good wrap.
That's the show.
Yeah, that's
Listen
a good.
here, if you're a man child, you need not apply. But if you're not a man, well, maybe. If you're a
Yeah,
man-
maybe tell us why it's okay to be a man
yeah,
child.
tell us about your man childness.
Yeah, is our opinion on man children wrong?
Or did we miss something about man children? You want to set the record straight? I don't know. Leave a comment, subscribe. Please subscribe.
And if you
do.
don't, we'll be sad.
Yeah, but if you do, we'll be happy.
Yep.
For all eternity. Well, that's it.
Hooray!
We're done. We're rich.